You're tuned in to another episode of Whiskey Business. My name is Jesse, and if you're new here, welcome, and thanks for stopping by. Here at Whiskey Business, I like to showcase all of the different whiskeys that the local LCBO has to offer us Ontarians. So if you are an Ontarian like myself, and all of your whiskey purchases are locked to the LCBO, well, maybe consider subscribing. Maybe you'll find this stuff helpful. My goal is to kind of help share my flavor profile and preferences and see if they align with yours, and then you can make the judgment. But yeah, with all that out of the way, we're getting into today's review, which is coming to you from a comment. Someone out there asked me to do a review of Lot 40 Dark Oak 100% Rye. So this is a Canadian rye, 100% rye obviously, Dark Oak, so it was twice barreled, so we'll get into that in a second. But thanks for the comment. I appreciate you watching, and appreciate you leaving feedback as well. So I've had this bottle open for maybe half a year. It's been pretty enjoyable. As far as Lot 40 goes, I've tried their standard offering, which is the green one, and then their Dark Oak. So it's coming in at 96 proof or 48% alcohol by volume. It's a Canadian whiskey from right here in Ontario. It's made of 100% rye grain, which is actually fermented and distilled in its very own dedicated pot still here in Ontario at the Hiram Walker Distillery. So Lot 40 Dark Oak is twice barreled in new oak casks, first in a number 2 char and then finished in a number 4 char cask for an undisclosed amount of time. There's no age statement, and I couldn't get an approximate, but it is believed to be older than 3 years. At the time of the shooting, it goes for $63.45 at the LCBO, which I think is a pretty reasonable price. So on the nose, I got sweet, herbal, botanical, savory, sweet black currant. If you've ever had a black currant tea biscuit, some berry jams, light vanilla, creme brulee or brulee sugar, that classic Lot 40 stewed apple note. And I wrote something a little bit interesting. As I really sat with this glass with my nose in it for a while, I started to get like a savory chicken curry dish, which I myself love cooking savory foods. I love Indian cuisine. I love all cuisines, but I really like spicy foods, and I love to cook myself. So when it struck that curry chicken note, I was like, that's so weird. Like I can picture the exact dish in my head. Which, so like when I say like curried chicken, I'm thinking like spices like black pepper, ginger, fennel seed, cardamom, cinnamon, allspice, you know, crushed canned tomatoes, just all of those things. A bit of saltiness in the air, not like iodine, not like sea breeze salt, but just like there's salt in there. Overall, I really do like this nose. I think as far as Canadian ryes go, this is one of my favorites. It's definitely in the top 3. So on the palate, I said sweet, soft, and herbal. Let's see if that holds true. It is. It is very sweet and herbal up front, but it is soft and it glazes over your tongue. Not super sharp with spice or oak, which, considering it's a double oak, that's a good thing. Unless you really like that oak punch, which I don't mind, but I'm not getting on here. It's pretty balanced and smoothed out. So again, on the palate, I get like sweet berry jelly, cherry gummy candies, cinnamon, dried fruits like cranberries, cherries, and sultanas, a bit of orange and lime citrus linger into the finish. So yeah, just up front, nice sweet herbal dried fruits, lots of dried fruits in there, and then it turns into like a citrusy oak into the finish, which is just still that dried currant that I said before, almost turning into like a licorice fennel seed on the or star anise, maybe like anise. It's baking and rye spice oak into the finish. There's like that lemon, or sorry, that lime and orange that carry into the beginning of the finish disappear, and then they kind of appear again in the form of pineapple citrus towards the end, as your Kentucky Hug is finishing up down there. And I would say it's a short to medium finish. The mouthfeel is thin, light, sweet, approachable, but nicely weighted, like light syrup. It's got the mouth watering, but it's not super oily. So my overall notes here, I said this is a very unique rye. I think it brings lots of tropical, savory, and warm flavors together in a beautiful symphony. I think it's got a really good balance of spice, really good balance of sweetness. It's got citrus in there for your acidity. It's got that saltiness in the air and the herbal notes. And it's got the dried fruits, which help add a nice natural sweetness to it. And overall, it's presented in a very soft, layered fashion. So it's not super punchy, spiky. It's not overdoing it on one note more than the other. And I think the complexity of this is far superior to the standard Lot 40 offering. The double oaking process really adds just another whole set of layers to the already phenomenal Lot 40 rye. So if you are a fan of traditional Lot 40, definitely pick this up. Lot 40, to me, it's not bad. I wouldn't buy it again. It's not worth the purchase for the type of quality experience that I want when I'm drinking. It's not worth it. But the Lot 40, sorry, the lights went out again. The Lot 40 Dark Oak is worth the price. Like I said, $63.45 at the time of this recording. I think it's totally worth it. 48% alcohol by volume. It's locally made here in Ontario, and it's a double oaked rye product made with 100% rye grain. Overall, it's pretty unique, and like it's got its own pot still and everything. So if you're into that kind of thing, the whiskey making process, I think it's got a cool backstory. Definitely worth a try if you see it on the shelf. So anyways, let's jump into the ratings. On the nose, I gave this an 82. On the palate, I gave it an 82 out of 100. On the finish, I gave it an 80 out of 100. It was good in complexity, but lacking a little bit of length. I gave it a 74 on the mouthfeel, and that brings the average to 81.33. The average is a total of the nose, palate, and finish. It doesn't equate for the mouthfeel rating, but yeah, so the average is 81.33 for Lot 40 Dark Oak. I think it's worth it. If you see it, pick it up. If you see it on sale, definitely pick it up. I think I got this on sale over half a year ago. And yeah, just look for sales. I think it's a really good product, and I'm definitely excited to see what Lot 40 has in the future. So if you did enjoy this, really appreciate a like, comment down below what you guys think of Lot 40 overall as a brand, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and warm. This has been Whiskey Business, and I'm out. Cheers.